So I Googled the coolest picture ever, and this is what popped up. I think it would be up there pretty high in coolness. I mean, a cat rocking those sunglasses with that reflection there. It's going to be hard to beat that on the cool meter. Just some quick thoughts here about just life in general. Maybe looking to start a podcast on a weekly basis, at least weekly, if not maybe a couple a week. Just trying to test out what the best format would be. Whether it's the picture with the voiceover or if it's just maybe loading up an audio. But see, a lot of times, guys, we fall in that trap of thinking life is something that happens to us instead of something that we create. And it actually is, it's what we create. When I looked into a lot of the what they call the wealth files from Secrets of the Millionaire Mind from T. Harv Eker, who I had did a story on there a few days ago. The first wealth file is how rich people think that wealth is something and life is something that they create, while poor people fall into the trap of thinking that life's something that happens to you. It is a trap that I know I've fallen into quite a bit. There's another cool pic that came up. Lizard wearing sunglasses. I think sunglasses do make somebody cool, and I knew that could help illustrate right there is the thought of. If coolness is something that that involves sunglasses, if you don't throw on some sunglasses, then maybe you won't be cool. I mean, that's a possibility. But it's something that you got to stop and you got to think. You got to define what it is that you truly want. Like, what is your dream job? What is the dream place that you want to live? What is the end all be all, if you will, of tomorrow, of this week, of this month, of this next year coming up? What is the life goal that you want to achieve? If you want to see a cat, like you see a lot of pictures of cats there. This one here, a really pretty cat. Maybe you want to do something with cats, for instance, or animals. Okay, well, what is that? Get as specific as possible, and what steps you need to take to get there. There will be obstacles. There's a book out there, What the Obstacle is the Way, which it just helps illustrate a life lesson that Tony Robbins talks about a lot, is that you got to be uncomfortable. Uncomfortable is what growth comes. You got to have storms. You got to have problems, because when you have problems that you overcome, it's what builds that muscle and builds that growth. When you don't have any problems and you're comfortable, well, that's when you're complacent and you're not really moving forward. I know it's easy for me to lay around and not really get the phone out or the computer out or anything. Don't read anything, and just don't really try to better myself at all. That's easy. That's comfortable, if you will. But that's not the way to success. That's not the way to grow and get better. And there's the case there, that if you're not getting better, then you're getting worse. And I don't know anybody who wants to get worse. A lot of times, everybody talks about wanting to get better, wanting to, whatever that is. You want to be better at work. You want to be better at home. You want to find a more efficient way to get the dishes done or make dinner. I mean, it could be the most basic thing that we have going that we want to be better at. Like for me, I do love being around animals, and I want to have more time to really do that. You see some of the pictures there with the camel and the giraffe. I've had the opportunity to feed several giraffes. Giraffes are actually pretty friendly, really, for as big as they are. But it's one of those things that, okay, if you want to spend time with animals more, then, what are you doing? Are you looking at videos of animals? Are you thinking about what it takes to be around them? Are you working to get more time to spend with them? And if you plan it out that way, I mean, you can achieve that. I mean, there's really hardly anything in the world here that we can't develop a plan to make happen. We can make anything happen. Just this here, got an app on my phone that I can talk into a little handheld computer essentially, and do it to a screen and have it all set up. Look, I mean, Lindell, that's not a very popular name, but I can throw Lindell across the screen. I can't find my name on a keychain, but I can throw it across the screen and make a video about it. So really anything is possible.